and put it on the body. Let's go. Go. That's what we looking for. That's what I'm looking for. All that going back, that ain't what we looking for. Bring your ass up and make the tackle. Head, go. Gotta make the tackle. You gotta put your shoulder down and meet me in the hole. Let's go. You leave your hands alone. Wrap up. You still waiting. I want the first step to be this, not this. And then trying to come back because you already ran over. Your first step is going forward. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, stop, man. What you crying about? Hey. What are you crying about? That's the problem, dude. Grow up, man. You're not hurt. So you saying nothing, but you're crying, though. What are you crying about so we can fix it? What you crying about? So what do I see? Tighten your ass up. Because if you weren't crying, I wouldn't see tears. Tighten your ass up. Damn. Let's go. Put your hands out your pocket.
Hey, Shalom. Yabashima Shabbat Kakadas Brakatham. Call all Yabashima Shai. Yeah, man. It's Robin Moffat in the Nebraska camp. Just Jim as any push to the mark. You know, must sit up honest our apostles who are elders rule well. Blessed citations to you brothers out there and few women and also the children out there that's enduring the truth of sincerity. And another shout out and salute to the prophets out there that's doing the work in truth of sincerity. The sincere hab a thumb to the Akim, wa Akwath that's out there. You know, I was watching this video, man, you know, yeah, man, it just, you know, this is how you're supposed to train up a child, you know, so we're going to get that precept right out the gate. All right. And it says Proverbs 22:6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay. I was watching a video. I look all through the comments and why is he flinching? Or he's not reassuring with positive reinforcement. Hey, man, shut up, man. Okay? It's not hard to feel good about something. But to instill mental fortitude at an early age is very vital for men, especially within the society that Esau is trying to bring up. You know, there's two different things, you know, and speaking as a parent, man, there's a difference between loving your child and raising your child. And this is why we got hyper emotional kids, because you're letting them be comfortable and being soft. And the only thing they know how to react is with emotion. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, we get used to seeing mothers interact with children, all that hugging, kissing, and it's again, they're learning through emotions. They're not learning through logic, through men. You know what I'm saying? To go around the emotions. Yeah, you're scared. Yeah, you're fearful. Yeah, you worry. Yeah, you're crying. Yeah, you whatever's going through it. But you gotta, in this video, take that step. You have to take that step, no matter how scared you are, no matter how much anxiety is running through. You have to take that step, and this is vital for us men. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was just looking at this and all I could think about is, you know, it's Sirach. So I want to get that as well. All right. And it's a little read, but it's not too much. OK. All right. So we're going to go into Sirach 30. It says Sirach 30:1. It says, he that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You see, too many parents, you know, want to have joy of their kids now. They want them to be happy with them all the time. They want, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the things that my parents taught me, that the things that irritated me, that had me punching in the air, were the most vital things that I wish I would have listened to, you know, but that was more my mother. My father, he didn't play that, man. When I was around him, he told me to do something. Hey, he tore into me if I ain't do it, man. And I remember like yesterday, I wasn't used to it, but it tightened me up. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the situation of raising these children nowadays, that there is no conscious of consequence. There's no, you know, children think that If they ignore it, it'll go away. If they play along, it'll go away. Things don't go away. And that's another thing. You teaching these kids how to be all soft and stuff. When they get out into that world where you ain't around and you got badass Timmy, hard-headed Tyrone, nasty Nisha, and they're around your kids while they're not around, and they're hyper-emotional, and they get them to do something because it makes them happy, or they punk them into doing something, and you sitting there in the court or sitting there seeing your kid on Pornhub, you know what I'm saying? Somebody telling your kid on Pornhub, not my baby, not my baby. I can't believe they'll do something like, because they're weak-minded. They have no principles. They have no structure. You know? So, verse 2, it says, he that chastiseth his son, which, hey, get on him. Tighten him up, man. You know? Because Esau going to tighten them all the way up with bullets, with life sentences, with narratives. If they fall into any of the categories that a weak-minded person would go into via through propaganda. Oh, you could be whatever you want to be. You could do this. You could do that. You could do this. You can get it. You can get a sex change. Here it is. You're behind made a wrong decision because you wanted to fit in. And now you feel you made a bad decision. No, you know, in reality starts setting in. Now you want to kill yourself or delete yourself. You know? Now you want to get rid of yourself and do these things. You know, but a strong-minded person, you know, learn not to follow, have a herd mentality. Have principle, have structure. And only men gonna show you that. Women gonna nurture you. They're gonna bring you back to life. After we break you down, you know, speaking on the men, the fathers, the woman will rub on your wounds, man. You know, put some water, it's gonna be all right. You know? It baffles me that, and I'm looking in the comments and it's niggas on there commenting saying crazy stuff, but it's like these are thuggy gangbangy guys. You're gonna raise a hypersensitive child that can't function on his own, and the only thing he's gonna know is to act through violence via emotion. You know, I know you. If you're watching this video, you may think that, oh man, that's violence is what he's doing. No, it's not violence. It's making him reenact his worst fears over and over and over until he gets comfortable with it, until he overcomes it, and that fear will go away. He's not going to look for a high five, instant gratification, a hug, or some Papa John's to make him feel like he's a winner. His accomplishment's going to make him feel like a winner. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. Okay, let's continue on. It says, he that teacheth his son, Salaki, let me go back to verse 2. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Now this is football, but the parenting structure is good. You know what I'm saying? And this goes into the truth. You know, you got your kids, man. You're supposed to, you know, hey, teach your sons how to be men. You know, stand up, stop all that. These guys be trying to tell, it's okay to cry, it's okay to, like, you know, that happens. Jake go through their moments, but it's just like it's just like having a good diet and eating a pizza every once in a while. It ain't the end of the world you eat a pizza, but you're supposed to live off of a good diet. You know? So as if you're a boy, you're supposed to consistently do man things. Sometimes you might get injured and you're going to cry. Sometimes something might happen. You might get scared, but you go and face that danger. As women, you might have a lot of opportunities to do man stuff, but you're supposed to be a woman. You know? Like this society, as the scripture said, that as themes about turning things upside down, as themes as the potter's clay. Pretty much Esau just turning all the roots of the roots of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Salakia, He's turning all the laws and culture upside down and mixing it and mumbling it up. That's why this place is the daughter of Babylon, okay? Which means confusion. It says, though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself, man. Okay? That's why Esau don't want us to teach our sons to be tough. They're teaching their sons to be tough. They're teaching them that, man. You know, I just don't get niggas, bro. I really don't, bro. It bothers me, man. It bothers me that you really don't see how we're too powerful for you to let us loose and give us all that confidence, bro. We're Israelites. We are a peculiar people unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And I just can't see why people don't want to walk in that direction or see when our people, even 2/3 of our people walking in that direction. And here you go, oh, you shouldn't be, Shut up, bro. What are you doing? You don't see these dudes out here peep-popping on camera? You don't see them scared to scuffle and getting a squabble and ready to pull out a gun? You don't see them having to run with 8 niggas to do what one man can do? You don't see them being followers and being manipulated because they're scared or they need to fit in or they don't have any confidence in themselves? This is in an abundance. I don't know why it's a tongue twister. You know, this is in an abundance of kids acting like this, mainly males. Okay? So it's really, the diet's too unbalanced to be correcting somebody. All right? The diet's too unbalanced. The manly diet is too unbalanced to be telling somebody they're too hard on their child. No, it's too much softness going on. You damn near need to punch a kid in their chest when they wake up in the morning, man. You know? Because they don't know how to overcome adversity. Because you go, oh, it's going to be all right. Again, it's a difference between loving your child and raising them. Clown. You know? Again, we supposed to be grieving the enemy, not feeding them prisoners, not feeding them alphabet guys, not feeding him low confident bums. We're too powerful of a people to be doing this goofy stuff, man. But it's already written. But it's irritating to see in itself, man. You know? Going back, it says verse 5, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful because he knew he raised a man. You know? That's Jake's, you know, he trying to live vicariously through his son. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? And it ain't saying you're trying to live vicariously. You're trying to make sure wherever you were trying to do and you couldn't make it there through wherever your mistakes are, or if you have made it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you made it, you're still trying to get them on board and start them off where you left off and then push them forward past where you stopped at. That I don't get. I don't get it. You talking about generational wealth. If you don't teach them how to maintain and continue that wealth, and I ain't talking about no money, I'm talking about culture. All this individualism. I'm gonna be my own man. I don't want to be like my dad. No, that's why Esau tricked you clowns into having to get degrees. Instead of learning, if your dad's a mechanic, you hang around your dad and you learn how to be a mechanic. Just like your dad. You don't got to go to school for it. You don't got to pay all this money. You don't got to run to the system to get stuff. You could trust in your father to teach you how to do the things that needs to be done if he's present and useful. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you cats ain't useful. All you know how to do is do nigga shit, man. You know, all you know how to do is bust a glizzy. You know what I'm saying? Put a switch on something. But you don't know how to figure stuff out, man. A lot of these effeminized Jake don't have an engineer's mindset, don't have a problem-solving mindset. You have a selfish, I'm going to step on everybody and get what I need to get with no dignity intact mindset. Okay, all for self. Hate niggas, man. I hate nigga nature. I hate black culture, man. But what that man was doing in that video, I applaud that, man. Even though it's of a worldly sense, he's instilling manly nature into that man. And that's enough nature that'll give him enough mental fortitude to choose the right things, to be able to stand on business, man. Okay? Ain't nothing in this world gonna come by love and affection. You gotta fucking get in the dirt and eat that shit, man. Things gonna be hard. Life is hard. And all you niggas that be talking all that soft stuff know that. It's just that you're soft and you're wishing somebody would have came down and swooped and saved you when you were the problem the whole time and you ain't want to address your issues. That's what it is. And you're trying to do that vicariously through other people's children. But you don't want nobody bullying you. Hey, I don't got to worry about nobody bullying my kid. My kid going to get down on you. My kid know how to kick, punch, grapple, all that. If this happened, you do this, you hit him right there. Yeah. Because when I'm not around, I'm not trying to pull up with my daughter having a swole eye. Because she let somebody do it to her. Or kids playing games and she's trying to fit in and she has to be manipulated by them because they want to be bullies and play games. No, you don't need them. Be around your family and be around yourself. You don't need these people to make you feel like somebody. This is what you're supposed to be instilling into your kids, not this old soft herd mentality. Okay? But I digress, man. It's just a little, for parents out there, this one of these type of things bring joy to your heart to see as a man. But then I read the comment boards, I got irritated, man. Okay? It says, this man on the comment board having to defend himself about it's like niggas, though. Like, you got some women, but it's niggas. Yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm in post-production, I'm going to scroll through the comments, bro. Right? It says, he that maketh, look, verse 7, he that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds. All that soft stuff, you're not getting rid of it. You're just harvesting it. Okay? You're harvesting it and it's going to grow like a fungus. It's going to grow like bacteria. It's going to do like rust. It's not going to go anywhere. You got to cut it out. You got to cut the rust out. You got to cut that soft shit out in any type of, you got to, man. I once read a quote that said something along the lines, I'm going to roughly paraphrase it, that you got to let your specifically boys, you got to let your boys do dangerous things in a safe way. You know what I'm saying? Like if my son is on the bed, I'll let him jump off. He might stumble, hit his shoulder, bump down. But look, you got to learn. Because when I'm not around, I don't need you being a dummy to go and jump off a roof into a 2-foot swimming pool and bust your fucking spine up. This is a literal video I seen. I don't need you on being a simp, running, chasing. No, you need to have standards. You need to establish yourself. But now again, I'm going to say this as well because I don't want to, nobody get no ideas. We going to get the hell up out of here. But while I'm here, I'm going to work in the direction. I got kids. I got to raise them. I'm not going to sit here and not raise them and say, oh, the kingdom's coming. The kingdom is coming. But while I'm here, I'm going to do things that a man of the Lord would do as though he's living in his community. But I ain't going to sit here and be, trying to, get a 401k type of stuff. Which crazy enough, I do have one, but my job has it. I'm not doing double payments in there and hope. No, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just render unto Caesar things unto Caesar, man. You know what I'm saying? Though it's talking about tax, I'm talking about, man, Rome just doing, But enough about me. Let's continue on, man. It says, verse 8, a horse not broken becometh headstrong. So if you be soft on your kid, in that situation, this video, and something relative to this video, you do all that, let him be soft. He's going to be soft for anything he do. He might as well put on a tutu and then spin around and be a ballerina, man. And then when he goes into society, how y'all want him to be soft, he goes to society is not going to be soft on men. It's never soft on men. It's soft on women, soft on children, but it's not soft on men. So why are you going to teach him to be soft? That's redundant. But people are emotional and carnal. You see a kid crying and you want to come in there and, oh, why would you do that? Shut up. Shut up. Just go put a Glock in your son's hand, make him throw up a gang sign and put him on a corner and shut up. Because that's all he going to end up doing from all that soft shit you're doing to him. Or anything else worse, man. Nothing good comes. That's not a nature of a man. It's crazy. But he said, he that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. Yeah. It's going, you got this. Oh, you did a good job. Tell my kids, man, my little one, my daughter told me one time, a long time ago, she know not to do it now. Oh, I tried my best. I said, I don't want to hear that, man. If you tried your best, that means that's all you got. And I know you got more in you. Don't ever tell yourself you tried your best. Try your best, but look for more and look for more. That 10%, that 1%. Find that 1% of more you can do, or productivity and improvement, because complacency is a killer of dreams, man. No work ethic in this society. It's just hands out and expecting everything to be dropped in your lap. And it don't work like that, man. All these people, and I'm not trying to push and say, oh, you gotta be successful, but all people that are successful and the people that you blatantly see that you want to live like, work hard. The LeBrons and Floyd Mayweathers and Serena Williams and Caitlin Clark's, hard work, thick skin, fortitude. It wasn't nobody giving them a hug every 5 minutes. Okay? I don't know what planet the bulk of these niggas is living on, but y'all like oppression. Y'all like failure. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? We all fail. But at some point, you should get tired of it. And you should stop it in your line. Like I said, y'all want generational, y'all fight all that generational wealth for money. But what about culture, structure, and mental fortitude? And mainly being an Israelite, man. Growing your beard, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Being humble. That's hard. Being a man is not just you rah. Being humble. Having dignity, being honest. Knowing how to abound and how to abase. Okay? A warrior ain't somebody that can just come in there and get a chopper and start swinging something. A warrior is somebody that can have that ability and reserve it because it's not the time. And when it's the time, he'll get up and do it. It ain't in a battle he can win. He's going to do it because it's a battle that needs to be fought. But if you instill that into your child, you're gonna bind up their wounds. They're gonna live in fear, and they're gonna react off fear. They're gonna react off softness, comfort. Okay, putting an iPad in their face because they crying, they bored, and hey, go do something about it. Go do something with yourself, But verse 8: a horse not broken will become headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. Cocker thy child, play with him, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him again, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Principals calling, talking crazy to you. They may not talk crazy to you because I already know how Jake is. Jacob beat the hell out of their kids. They talk to them crazy. But you ain't gonna push them to do nothing for themselves. That's how niggerish. I want to say worse words, but that's how vile the bulk 2/3 of our people are. They'll beat their kid for playing with them, but they ain't gonna get on them and tighten them up for playing on themselves. Doing immoral things, doing soft things, doing things that will lead to no productivity. They'll never get up and get mad at that. Getting up, handling your business. You ain't handling your business today? What the hell wrong with you? Ooh, they don't get like that. Kid could bring 9-day kid could damn near bring home F's. That's why the grading score is so low. That's why it's so low. That's why you get a 54, and that's a C. I don't know what it is. I forget that, but it's low as hell now, man. Because of parents. All right? That's why, hey, y'all women complain soft guy. That's why soft guy era exists. Because of women and soft niggas. But then, okay. But when you see a man doing tough stuff, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's what you should do because you ain't helping. Don't try to bring everybody into your company because you don't have the fortitude to get on your child like that at 8:30 p.m. at night. You want to watch Netflix and pop your toes and be on social media. So shut up. You want to run the streets, hit the clubs, do your dope. You don't want to sit in there and go to your kids' game, watch them at practice, and at the practice reinforce what they worked at practice, telling them that they got to do it. That's the bulk of you niggas. You just want to get on the comment board and tell them how they should love their kids because that's what you do that's good. And it's really shit. It's shit water. You know? But I'm going to read this last couple verses and we're going to call it a wrap. It says, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him. That's sorrow right there, what that man is doing. But it's going to lead to productivity. Okay? That little dude too big to be doing all that. And he and Pops is knocking that out of him, man. You know, a man will be irritated seeing a kid do. You walk in the room, see your kid pee-popping, man, you'll lose your shit, man. You know? Barely want my kid with a sucker. Barely want my son with a sucker, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. This ain't no fear. It is a fear. It's a fear of him being manipulated by Esau to do all this wickedness, man. My son need to be able to go to school, and when Esau try to manipulate him, tell him no. And stand on business because he has principles. And he stand on them principles. You know? Same thing, my daughter's of age. Hey, she know. She come home to me and say, yo, they told me about this, and that. Private school, little Catholic school where they got mass and all. It's like, I said, nah, man, don't pray to them. Don't pray to that. Whoop, whoop. You don't got to tell them, you know, put your Clark Kent on. But whoop, like showing her how to move. Wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove through society, but still standing with your integrity, not feeling left out by the world, man. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Raise your own kid and let them be a project baby. All right? But again, my kid ain't going to be on no school bus getting punched on by some old dumb kid, man. Okay? I don't raise my child to be no bully. I raise him to punch on them. You know? Because a lot of these soft, weak guys weasel their way up into authority, and then they try to execute they vaginal options through that authority, being police, being on some type of platform to lord over somebody and just swing your little sword in the softest way. And it creates corruption, creates confusion, unfairness. Okay? Says, laugh not with him, lest thou sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and weep not at his follies. Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart. Chastise thy son. Let's get that word chastise in case we may have missed over what chastise mean. You know, it's like, you know, I'm kind of hot because this is our nation here. Okay, this is our nation right now, and this is how you can see where they are now, and you can see the breeding grounds. You know what I'm saying, of this nigga nature. Okay, but Jake is all about comfort, complacency, and satisfying the flesh. So of course you will never see the logic in doing what this guy is doing with his son. Okay, it says chastise, to inflict pain upon, to punish, and recall to duty. Line up. Let's do this again. Running, hitting them, feel that pain, so it becomes normal. Okay, because that's gonna be normal when you walk in the world, man. You show up late for work, you'll get fired. Ain't nobody gonna hug you when you go home. The Cox Cable ain't gonna hug you and say, "Oh, it's gonna be okay." Your landlord ain't gonna rub your hand and be like, "What happened?" They need that bread. Or you gonna be out on the street, you and your child, like that. All right, you ain't no woman to get Section 8. All right, you ain't no woman to get these government assistance. What reality are we living in here? Okay, it says to warn, advise, instruct, chastise, admonish, punish, dominate, tame, to set or keep right, to reprove, chasten, to punish, literally to make pure. To make pure. How you do that? How you make anything pure? Do it pretty much through violence, man. You know what I'm saying? To clean a pot, you got to scrub it. And if you really want to clean it, you set it on fire. You don't put it in cold water, warm water. You know, that don't do nothing, man. Will it do something? It'll take forever. If you really want to clean something fast, put a flamethrower to that mug. You know, it'll do something real fast. And that's what the Lord is going to do to this world. He gonna make it pure too. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the tree of wickedness is planted and it's taking deep root. So ain't no way this world gonna get corrected until the one who planted this deep root, planted this tree, him and this tree get uprooted and taken out. So ain't gonna be no all this mindset. We going straight back to the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. Kids gonna be getting whipped. Well, kids ain't gonna have to get whipped in the kingdom because they ain't gonna do no wrong, because they ain't gonna be taught to be doing half the stuff that they're doing. It's gonna be structure and order. Okay? Ain't gonna be no single parent homes. Ain't gonna be no kids in daycare, overnight daycare. Ain't gonna be no iPads, ADHD, all this other crazy stuff, man. Sugar. Okay? So let's get back to the Sirach, man. Sirach 30:10 is 30:11 says, "Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies." Slakia, I'll go at 13. It says, "Chastise thy son, and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee." Okay? You supposed to put them to work. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. Jake is just lazy and carnal. Oh, they'll say the same quote. That kid is like a sponge. When they're young, they're like a sponge. They just graft onto everything. When you're old, you forget things a lot, right? But here it is. You're not teaching them nothing in their youth but emotional responses. And you know they're a sponge? You're not going to instill into them when they're a sponge and they can remember things, you're not going to steal into them the scriptures, the name of the Father, the culture, the Bible, hard work. You know, in this case, in this video's case, overcoming, being a man about it, man, figuring it out in the midst of battle. Just like they say in boxing, it's problem solving with immediate consequences. A lot of these people run away from those consequences. A lot of these people they'll shoot their own mother. They'll cutthroat their own friend just to get ahead because they can't deal with their problems. They can't lay in their bed that they made. You know, these guys, they're a detriment. That's why the Lord gotta chastise them. That's why the Lord gotta chastise these niggas. Because they think they're above chastisement, think everybody else is that. Chastisement is just a part of life, man. All right? If you do something wrong, you get the results of it. You can't hide the results with a hug or a lollipop. All right? Because the results is not going to go away. If you don't clean the kitchen, it's going to be dirty. You can't tell somebody they tried, the kitchen's still going to be dirty. It's just simple, man. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say, man. With that being said, I want to say, call Allah, Yahbashim Yahshua, Yahbashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash Bakatham. Shalom.